Hello, my beautiful Leos. Welcome to your reading. This is going to be your reading for money, career, finances for the next 4 weeks. I'm going to dive right in here and we're going to check to see what's coming your way. And before I turn on the video, I actually want to take a look at what's happening with your planetary alignment, the energies affecting you. It seems like there are a lot of things happening. So if you want to check it out, go ahead and type your Leo horoscope and look to see that is going to be affecting your energy as well. I see there is some pathway opening here outside, maybe within the first week. And it actually mentioned in your horoscope, there is some opportunities coming your way. And this can be through socialization as well, maybe invitations to certain events from your friends, family. And it can look like daily interaction, but it can turn into opportunities. So if you are getting those kind of offers, consider them, okay? Take a step outside and see what they're actually going to lead you. I see a clean cup here, so you're not going to have much of like interaction, meaning in the sense of action within this next 4 weeks, but still towards the fourth week you are climbing on top of a horse right here. The horse is this kind of looks like a cup as well. Somebody's drinking out of a cup. Cup can indicate emotionally fulfilling offer, and this can be something that is already in front of you because you're grabbing the cup and starting to drink from it. But I feel like you're not really aware what this is. That's why when it is going to become visible, because sometimes what happens is even sometimes when we lose something that we're not in the same frequency, it can be laying right in front of us. We cannot see that thing. And I feel like here, this is something that you are not on the same frequency level yet. And towards the end of the month, which is going to be the beginning of your birthday month, that you're going to get into that energy. You're going to actually start to channel higher energies, maybe even. I see there's another pathway forming here between the first and the second week. And it seems like this outside pathway is going to lead to that. And there's actually even like a letter V forming. V symbolizes the victory. This can be even in someone's first name or the last name, like a Vicky, Venus, Ava, Eve. And it seems like this can be a person maybe even guiding you towards this opportunity, like in those social events, social environments. Or this can be, if you have been waiting for a victory to come forth, it can be symbolizing that. What's happening here with that victory is that's leading to some phone lines here. As you can see, there are two different phone lines. The phone lines can be symbolizing connections forming. Another thing here, it is like the phone lines, when I see them, that they remind me back in the day between the cities, there was this little poles carrying, like wooden poles carrying the phone lines from one place to another before we use the satellites. So this can be symbolizing that you're connecting with someone outside a different city, in a different place, that maybe you're going to do. The phone is going to ring, but this doesn't mean that you picking up an unknown number, okay? Don't consider it that way. Consider it like maybe you're going to receive an email from someone that you forgot about, maybe something that you have applied and you forgot about already, that you're not really considering anymore. And that can be showing up. So it's not going to be random because there's a source here. So you have taken maybe even the past action towards it. Maybe you put the energy out there already, but it hasn't been moving, so you pull your attention off of it. So it seems like here it is going to come back to the scenery again. And I feel there are three people, one small one leading the bunch. The small one in the sense of maybe they look small, but they have a massive effect because they're moving the bunch. There's two people with them together. So these three people coming forward here within the beginning of the third week, maybe even the phone lines leading you towards the right connections, the right people. This can be resources. This can be about if you want to go to school, if you want to increase your wealth, people who have the knowledge, the references, information that is necessary, the pathway that you need to follow, and they keep forming a partnership. This can turn into inviting you into a space that maybe you become a member. If you don't feel comfortable with this membership type of energy, you can just step into that space for a while and test the waters if it is allowed for you, because I see that there's an ocean that you're stepping into slowly. Okay, so this doesn't have to be something that sounds too good to be true. This can be even sounding like something that is going to take too long to develop. But the thing is, when you're in the right energy, you can actually get to point A from B in a very short period of time. And I see here within the third week, there's an angry face. You see there's a male, like it's just like a little scrubby or little lines crossing each other, but it forms a male figure with a hat. Hat symbolizes authority, personality, but this is someone who has an aggressive attitude with attached a lot of, maybe they're controlling a lot of people's destiny. He has a mustache here. Mustache also symbolizes the authority and organization skills of this person, but they have a light aura. So this can be even someone that is being misrepresented to you. Maybe you're feeling afraid, you don't want to connect with them, you don't ask them the right questions because of the scenery created around this person. I feel like sometimes people judge the things that they don't understand. So this can be a person that is a little bit hard to understand, maybe because of their generation. Or this can be a person who has a different mother tongue, maybe translating from that makes it sound a little bit forward compared to your culture. But either way, I feel like you're going to get along very well with them. There's going to be a smooth sailing relationship, which their authority, as an authority, they're actually, you see that you're standing really bright in front of them. They might even give you a lot of charge, a lot of energy. They might even give you a lot of authority, which can surprise the ones that are surrounding you. I feel, because I've experienced that in the past, when I walk into a space, everybody says, oh, that's a really hard person to work with, which I worked great, created amazing things with those kind of people. And problem was because there was a misunderstanding and judgment. And I feel like you are extremely capable of removing those judgments out of the way and create excellent work, and which is happening here too. This doesn't have to be, maybe you are not really working in the corporate or in this kind of environments anymore, you're retired. This can be even working together with like a neighbor or a good friend of yours that you have, that maybe people feel judgmental towards this person, but you are really good with them and you're creating something amazing together. Okay, I'm going to dive into your saucer now. If you have a specific question, desire, and intention, hold it in your mind. I see there's a small mountain, a hill appearing in front of you, but you're diffusing that right away. And there are two desires merging into one, and they're flowing very smoothly. And time-wise, there are stages. The first stage, and then the second stage, and the third stage. So it can be happening like in three different pieces or three different things coming together to form this thing that you're desiring. Maybe three different people. People can also bring blessings into your life as well. I see a small shrimp right here. Shrimp can be indicative of a little baby. And another thing, because this is about like material success, this can be a shrimp of an idea that you don't deem to see is as a massive thing, but it is going to have a great effect. Okay, so it has a massive potential of growth, and you can feed it easily, and this can be something that you can do easily, and which can actually something that people needs, they want to see, or that needs to be displayed. I feel like here, this is actually, that has massive potential. And this is something maybe you're going to discover within a week or so. The inspiration will come forward that you need to follow the inspiration in order to grow this thing. Okay. I see there's a circle surrounding your heart. So you might put yourself in a very limited place, maybe because of the limited resources that you have. But I see a cow showing up here within maybe in the second week. Cows most of the time represent resources. So this can be new resources coming into your life, new connections, information that will become your assets, that will become maybe even the things that you want to purchase. You're going to find them. For example, I keep thinking about soap because I keep watching soap making videos all the time. Maybe you're going to find someone online that is actually giving away their old stuff that they're not using anymore, which when I used to live in New York, this is actually a common thing to people moving and leaving things behind and or giving away the things they do not use anymore. Artists, they used to give out the tools that do not use anymore when they replace them new. So it can be something like that as well, that you're going to find resources that you need, maybe even freely. And I see here, there's a big fish catching a big bait right there towards the end of the month. So fish usually symbolizes money, wealth, resources, abundance. So it can be, the bait is something that you're putting out there to catch this big fish. The bait can be something that you want to sell, that you're putting it online, or a bait can be a service that you're providing. Okay, it can be anything that is available to you at this moment. I'm going to dive into your tarot now. Okay, and if you have a specific question, we can focus on that one. This is kind of like the spiritual answers to it, and I feel like the spirit actually moves everything. The material first actually created in the mind, then it becomes the reality, it becomes solid, it solidifies. Okay, so let's see what's happening currently. We have the strength moment. This is your moment, Leo. So what you have been through actually prepared you for the new chapter in your life. Strength is your life experiences gathering up. There's a tears of joy actually fell out here too. The life experiences, everything that you picked up along the way, they're going to come together and help you build this new future. Whatever the question you have, maybe you want to buy a new home, maybe you want to move to a new country, travel the world. Seems like here, whatever that you picked up along the way is going to, every single thing that you learned will be useful here. Okay, your strength is going to show. And this can even be that you are maybe being really strong at this moment because of the circumstances, but it seems like you're going to pull through, you're going to push through, and you're going to open the new doors for yourself. We have a tower moment coming forth here. This is actually the good part of the story. Maybe you're going through a time that the things in your hand are crumbling down. That's a tower moment. But the tower was actually, you can see there's a mirror. It kind of looks like a mirror here. Also, there's a hole inside of it in this picture. The lightning strikes to a broken tower. The tower doesn't have the right foundation. It doesn't have a good structure. We see in the original tower, there are two people falling out of it. Maybe you allowed into that space the people that do not really know anything about money or career or finances, and you're being guided by them. It seems like they're crumbling down is your opportunity. Or another thing here, maybe there's something going down that you're going to find, maybe a clearance, a store that you will get the opportunity to resell the stuff that they're selling. That can be the situation here. And maybe someone's tower moment is going to be your actually 401s in the celebration, okay? And the challenges are here, King of Pentacles, actually collecting the resources, okay? This is a good challenge here. It means that feeling rich is going to be your challenge right there, because King of Pentacles is established, rich. He has his land, acres of land. He has grapes, which is his resources, on his cloak. So getting into the feeling of that wealth is the key right there. Okay, that's the challenge. That's knowing, that inner knowing that everything is going to be all right, everything is going to align itself. Because what happens is, let me go with a story here. Your life experiences are leading you towards a tower moment of some sort that you will actually turn that into an opportunity. But while walking into that space, you might even doubt your ability to pull this through. But the King of Pentacles, that's the challenge, is strong, confident. He knows he has the control. He knows everything's going to be all right. It doesn't matter how the things look. At the end of the day, circumstances do not matter. His state of being comfortable, rich, successful energy will become materialized. Okay, so he knows that. That's your challenge here, being in that comfort, okay? Feeling that, okay, I got this. I'm going to take care of it. How should you manage your finances? With the Queen of Cups energy, she has love, a lot of love, and she approaches things with compassion and understanding. So if some things are not going through, everything is happening for a good reason, and there is something better out there for you. That's the approach here, okay? That's what the Queen of Cups energy is, compassion. Maybe you have done a mistake in the past and your mind keeps bringing back and you're going to keep repeating it again and keeps telling you. This is suggesting that past is in the past. You're showing up as strength and strong. Now with that information, you're building a new kingdom or queendom for yourself, okay? And what will that, at the end of the day, that will bring you in the long term, the ability to create a new world for yourself. Now, I don't want this your energy. I feel like here truly being yourself. Okay, that's who you are, following your passion, being spontaneous when the time comes, not impulsive. Spontaneous is having the having the knowledge and acting with that knowledge and doing something spontaneously, which will work. You know, there's sometimes some people we see, they just step into some investments spontaneously, but because of the experiences that they have from the past, those things will most of the time work out for them very well, because in their mind they have a calculation already, like the energy of the King of Pentacles. They know how the things will work out eventually, and I feel like you're going to get into that zone and you're going to be able to have the opportunity to follow your passions here. When it comes to strength, like I said, we have the Devil showing up here. You might be doubting your powers, okay? That's why the Devil showed up. Let's cover them with the string crystal. This is the crystal of money, so it can actually diffuse their energy. So the Devil can be overthinking stuff, okay? You have the experiences. Maybe you are feeling a little bit fear that the history is going to repeat itself. But the thing is, if you learn from it, it doesn't have to repeat itself. You know what's going to happen then. You know, if the history repeats itself, you know, it's like the Marty McFly. He goes to the past with the lottery, like the winning numbers or something. He just goes there with the scores. I think the sports scores. And so you're going to be the Marty McFly here. You're going to have the knowledge, okay? I think that's what his name was in the Back to the Future. The Hermit comes with a tower, so the opportunities are going to show up out of the rubbles of the past. Basically, some things that doesn't work is going down, but the Hermit comes forward here is to tell you, learn from other people's mistakes as well. You don't have to live 10 lives in order to learn from what other people went wrong. Another thing with the Hermit energy is this is also some enlightenment moment for you when it comes to understanding money, making money, energy, attracting opportunities. So while you're doing the work, spend some time to quiet your mind, give yourself some time, maybe even 15 minutes a day, and that will even bring you the right action, what you need to do, okay? King of Pentacles energy with the challenge, yeah, when you're strong, you might get some people in front of you, maybe even poking you with a stick like here. So maybe they can challenge you, they stand in front of you, maybe not allow you to do things. That can be the challenge here. But like I said, with the King of Pentacles attitude, when you have his attitude, you'll be like, this too shall pass. I'll take care of it. That will be taking care of itself, which will eventually take care of itself too. Queen of Cups with the Ace of Cups, you should offer something new and accept something new when it comes to your financials. But this is also emotional satisfaction as well. It's not about looking into the situations like a new career as something to make money, but also giving service and receiving something in return, and also like feeling satisfaction. Satisfaction is the most important point here for you. And final result is 8 of Wands with Knight of Wands. A great deal of things coming, flowing, opportunities, goodness, and even maybe the things that are moving out of nowhere, spontaneous growth happening, you actually meeting the right people, being in the right place in the right time. That's going to be the end result of this journey, seems like here. Let's see what your oracle has to say, what you should focus on. The miracles, okay, how you can focus on these miracles. We have a baby here showing up as a miracle. So the miracle, I feel like the baby is actually a new beginning. The little shrimp right there, something that requires care. Let's see how you can do that. Benediction. Okay, let's see what the benediction actually says with the Gabriel. Gabriel is, I feel, it's not my feeling, it's what I know. Gabriel is the messenger, brings the messages to the prophet. So seems like here you might receive some messages through people, in maybe even spiritual messages or inspirational things. The other day I actually got an inspiration. I write it down about my knitting channel. But let me tell you, even though I preach here, I'm not practicing. I didn't even record a video. It can be like a 2-minute something, but I didn't even do it yet. So do not delay those kind of inspirations, okay? Gabriel wishes you to know that many blessings are sent to you from the angelic kingdoms. Simply yield to this, don't resist, just let go. So basically, how you can experience the miracles, focus on your miracles by being in the moment and letting go of the control. And the other day I was listening to Bashar, and I mentioned in a different video as well. And he says, when you let go of control, you're not really letting go of the wheel. You're just surrendering the control within. We have an inner guidance system that guides us to the right direction. So control, benediction is suggesting that while you let go of the control to the control within, then you're going to be able to see the miracles that are being sent to you. And the end result is the mercy right there with the Archangel Metatron. Metatron is one of the most powerful, actually, angel here, and can bring a massive change. And suggesting here, the end result is being silent, meditating on this card, meditating this energy is important. Mercy is, I feel like you're understanding also why things worked out in a certain way. If you are carrying anything from the past, like with the devil keeps speaking to you, oh, you did this wrong in the past. And I feel like this is going to bring an understanding where you were coming from, why you did certain things. And also it will open up more space to actually do better things at the same time in the future too. I ask the best advice or guidance now for my beautiful Leos through unconditional love. I have your crystal power here. Let's see. I think this is 2 crystals actually merged into each other. Let's see what this is. We have Morganite. Wow. Acceptance, compassion, and release. There you go. That's important. Why? Because you might be thinking, oh, this is a material reading. Why is it so important to have some mercy about what happened in the past, or compassion, accepting, and releasing? Because sometimes spiritual merge with the material thing. You first create everything in your mind, in your mind's eye, and then it just becomes the reality. But if you're not feeling good enough about something, or if you're afraid of when something comes into your life that can cause chaos, we push it away, okay? And even though we want to have it, we need it at the moment, which happened to me really again and again. It happens to me in my life, and when I realize it, I let it go really easily. Why I'm actually holding on to that. So that's why it goes through from the spiritual plane to the material plane. That's why it's important to have acceptance and compassion in this moment. You have a Libra in Venus. This is actually love energy. The more you love the material things you desire and they're more important to you, they can actually come into your life. More important in the sense of compared to the guilt and the other negative feelings. The ultimate love attractor, Morganite, opens channels for positivity, affection, and devotion to flow effortlessly through your energetic fields. Morganite is able to uncover deep emotional pain, bringing awareness to unexpressed feelings residing inside your body so that you can release them. Know that these feelings can change and are not a part of your identity, clearing away thoughts of martyrdom or victimhood. Morganite expands your ability to love and receive love, advancing your soul to the core of its inner truth. There you go. You can even take a screenshot of this crystal and the instructions of these crystals. They say the pictures, when you can look at the pictures, they can't even work. So take a screenshot, take a look at it. Remember that you are lovable, you are enough, you're amazing, and you deserve everything that you desire. Okay, let's see your affirmation here. There's a cutting, you see it, cutting the cord. I am in the process of positive change. Cutting the cords of the past here. Positive change will come forth. I'm unfolding in fulfilling ways. Only good can come to me. I now express health, happiness, prosperity, and peace of mind. All right, my beautifuls, that's all for today. Thank you for sharing the sacred space with me. If this reading touched your heart, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and tap the bell so we can keep walking this journey together. Your energy means the world here, and until next time, I wish you all a magical day. Bye.